Today, we are going to discuss some things to talk about yourself in English. Now, when you meet people for the first time, sometimes it can be difficult to begin talking, and sometimes it can be very, very awkward. But when you have some idea about the things to talk about yourself in English, it can be pretty simple. When you meet somebody and you have to introduce yourself, the first thing to do is to talk about your name. My name is Tabitha. And what's your name? The next thing is to remember is usually in English, you just need to say your first name. My name is Peter. And what's yours? I'm Gladys. The next thing you could talk about is your age. How old are you? I'm 15 years old. And you? I'm 27 years old. I'm older than you are. Okay? The next thing you could talk about is your family. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I live with my mother and my father. So, next, talk about where you go to school. I attend City College in Lancaster. And you? Next, you could talk about your hobbies. What sort of things do you like to do during your free time? During my free time, I like to cook. I like to play the piano. Sometimes I do also like to spend some time on social media. I like to watch television. Okay? Next, you could talk about your dislikes. What don't you like to do? You could say something like, I don't like watching television. I don't like cooking, cleaning the house, football, basketball. And you? Next, you could talk about your friends. I have 3 best friends. They are 20 years old. Next, you could say something about maybe the country. Where do you come from? I come from England. And you? You could maybe even talk about the university where you attend. I attend Coventry University in the United Kingdom. And you? Maybe you may want to talk about your height. I am 5 feet tall. Now, some people like to use centimeters. I'm 160 centimeters tall, but usually we talk about feet. I'm 5'7". I'm 6'7". And finally, you may want to talk about the city where you live. I live in Coventry in the United Kingdom. It is a very interesting city. There are a lot of historical features to see there. Coventry is a multicultural country. So, to conclude this lesson this afternoon, when you have to talk about yourself in English, remember to say something about your name, your age, your hobbies, your dislikes, your interests, your family, your school, your friends, your city, your height, where you go to university. But of course, you don't have to say everything about all the things we've learned today unless you have to, depending on who you are talking to. Now, this brings us to the end of our lesson. Until next time, bye bye bye.